Welcome to the Sarak Show.
The development and expansion of Virginia's economy partly depends on our ability to compete in the global marketplace. My guests today are from the Virginia Economic Development Partnership. Welcome, Terry and Janae.
Thank you so much for having us, Sarak.
My pleasure.
We're glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm so glad you're here as well, because as you both know, Virginia's export commodities is a hot topic right now because of the Virginia Conference on World Trade that's coming up on October 15th.
Exactly. We're very excited for this year's conference that will be, as you mentioned, on October 15th at the Dulles Westfields Marriott.
Right. And as I understand, Janae, you've been in attendance in the past?
Absolutely. It's a wonderful conference. We bring in lots of delegations from foreign countries, and this year the topic's going to be on international infrastructure. And I think that with all the hype about infrastructure, both domestically and abroad right now, this is really a great opportunity for companies in Virginia to be able to understand their international opportunities and find out how they can leverage all the resources available to them in Virginia and the opportunities abroad.
Great, and that also prompts the question, why is global trade so important to Virginia?
Well, when you think about the fact that 96% of the population lives outside of the United States, so many fantastic Virginia commodities that are manufactured here have a worldwide market, and we want to help companies reach them. And that's part of what the focus of the conference is, as Janae mentioned, helping companies know where are the opportunities. And in today's economic climate, infrastructure opportunities are really where the business is going to be found.
And also, we've talked a lot about commodities, but there's a lot of services that are linked to that as well. And because the United States is a dominator in the world scene of service exports, that's another way that a lot of our local companies, a lot of the IT companies, systems integrators, defense contractors can all really also expand their opportunities, because every single one of those projects is going to need all of those types of supporting services as well.
Right.
So the other thing is, in terms of diversification, it's really important for companies, especially now when their domestic clientele base might be shrinking. If you can expand that internationally, you're going to have 3 times less likely chance of shutting down and of decreasing your international sales.
Right.
Overall.
So we talked about some of the services specifically. Terry, could you share with us some of the specific commodities?
Well, in terms of what Virginia exports primarily, electrical machinery and equipment, that is our top export at this point in time, year to date. Also, vehicles, aircraft, pharmaceuticals. Those are some of Virginia's top export commodities that we see in the top 10 predominantly year after year now.
Janae, what are some of our top export destinations?
There's lots of top markets right now. The UK, Canada, China, Mexico, these are all very popular markets. Interestingly, China has really risen up. It used to be, I think, the 15th, and now it's the 3rd largest trade partner with Virginia. And that, of course, is a huge consumer market, so that's a wonderful opportunity. Another country which isn't listed there, but which is very significant politically and economically for us right now, is India, which was actually the topic of our last conference on world trade. And especially with Northern Virginia and the sort of information technology hub that we represent and that India represents, there's lots of natural synergies and opportunities.